Greetings, family. Peace and love to you and yours. This is Guru. Thanks for visiting my channel. This video is about racism in America has only gotten worse since Trump's victory. A sampling of the hatred reported in 3 days of Trump's America. Well, family, first off, I just want to say racism in America has been for the past 500 years and some of its existence, from the takeover of Europeans who've took over this land from the Native Americans. So to say that it's gotten worse since Trump's victory, well, it was always worse, in my opinion. But let's get to this article. Well, family, it's only been 3 days since Trump was elected the 45th president of the United States. But in that time, there have already been a terrifying number of reports of sickening acts of white supremacy in this country. These are just a sampling of the racist, homophobic, and disgusting things that have happened since Election Day. A larger sampling can be seen on this Twitter thread. So, with that said, let's go to some of those examples. But wait a minute, before I do, I just want to say on this point that, white people always say that, well, black people are racist, you guys are racist. They always point their fingers, right? Deflecting is what they always do, is what they're great at doing. But I just want to say and clarify right now and right here and right now that you can't just keep saying that without providing proof of that. And the proof is in the pudding. And the fact is that we can pull up example after example, day after day after day of white people exhibiting their racist and racism. And it's disgusting. It is an indictment on your culture, on what you stand for and what you represent. And I'm talking about those of you out there who are silent to the core about the situation. You're just as bad. You're just like the rest of them. You might as well be wearing a pointy hat and sheets over you too. You might as well. But with that said, we're going to move on in this video. So family, immigrants are receiving letters under their doors to say they will be evicted because their building is now white Americans only. So let's go over this and read what this actually says. It says, attention, all niggers and spics have 1 week to vacate this building. This is now a Trump-friendly building. The people of America have spoken. The time has come for good, decent white people. Bullshit. To take back their streets from thugs and illegals. That's funny. We know who you are and where you live. If you are not out in 1 week, we will put you out. Immigration will now begin doing their job. Police will have the power to reclaim our violent streets from black thugs. And then let's see, it signs off, you have been warned, proud American voter. Well, the one funny thing about a racist is they always get it twisted. They always like to twist the narrative around. And what do I mean by that? Well, they start off by saying attention, right? Because they really want your attention. All niggers and spics. Now, right then and there, you have to understand that they're talking about themselves. Well, who else are they talking about? From their perspective, why would we even listen to people like them, right? So it's like, who are you talking about? Yourself? Your families? Because that's what I know niggers are. Niggers are dumb, racist white folks. That's who the original niggers are, and that's who I believe they are right now to this day. I've mentioned this to you before in another video that I've done. An old neighbor of mine, she kept calling me nigger to my face, and I kept laughing at her, and I kept asking her who was her family, because I didn't know them. She kept calling out their names as if she was talking about me, and I kept laughing. And the thing is that the other white people that was standing there witnessing this whole thing, they were shocked because they thought that I was going to go off. Well, why would I go off? I'm an intelligent black man, not a dummy. I'm an intelligent black man. And as an intelligent black man, I understand that when a dumb motherfucking, dumb white racist idiot tries to call me a nigger, I understand that they're talking about themselves because I know what I am. And they can't validate me, nor do they validate me. I understand it's a word that they came up with. I understand that they use this tired, worn out, drawn out, through the mud word against black people and black people, dumb black people, weak, low self-esteem black people still allow it to bother them. As a matter of fact, you've allowed it so much that you've turned around and taken ownership of the word. You said, oh yeah, that's right, that's who I am. I'm a nigga. I'm a nigga. You just say it different. Same thing. Crack pipe, peace pipe. Same thing. So you can fool yourselves all you want. So a nigger is a mofo who has the audacity to call somebody else one. That's what you are. A spick is a mofo who has the audacity to call somebody else one. You're worse. As a matter of fact, when you call other people these names, they are much better than you. That's what you don't understand. So, get it right. Moving on. So here, family, racist graffiti scribbled on the bathroom doors of high school, Maple Grove, Minnesota. And this right here, it says, go back to Africa, make America great again. That's what the one on the left says. And then the one on the right, it says, you can see it scribbled out, but it looks like it says F-U-C-K, niggers. And then it says, it's scribbled out, hashtag something, oh, F-U-C-K, all something. And then it has hashtag whites only. And then it has hashtag white America. And then it says Trump. Of course it's going to say Trump, right? What do you expect? And this is what this is. Okay, you guys voted them in. This is what you wanted. You got it. Okay, this says district officials in Maples Grove say they are horrified by racist graffiti scrawled today in a bathroom. And family, here in this video, it's a short video. We have students at a middle school chanting, build a wall, build a wall. And actually it's quite intimidating to some of the Hispanic or Mexican American students at this school. In another article I read that some of them were crying because of how they felt they were, quote, bullied. And so with that said, I'm gonna play this video for you. Just give me a second here. Yeah, so you got a chance to hear it, and I found it disgusting. But again, these are white folks, white people doing it to other people of color. And so who's the racist? Again, it's white people, of course. Who else is it going to be? They're going to point their fingers at other people, but nope, it's them. All over, right in front of you, right before your eyes, for everyone to see. Now, what I find disgusting about this is we're talking about some kids. What does that mean? Well, it means that the adults, that some of us adults have had to deal with their racist antics and stupidity and total ignorance and lack of human decency for their fellow mankind. You have taught your little children, Neanderthal children, how to be just as vile and uncivilized and indecent as you, the parents of these kids. Yeah, you taught your kids how to be just like you. So with that said, let's move on. And so, family, here we have the return of the swastika. It says Zig Hill 2016. Philly.com tweets Philly clout. Zig Hill. Swastikas, a racist Trump graffiti appear in South Philly. What's interesting about Europeans is, like they say, there's nothing new under the sun. The interesting thing about the swastika is it wasn't always a symbol of hate. Of course, the Europeans turned it around to make it represent hate. It's so absolutely pathetic. This symbol was used in ancient Africa. They're not original. Europeans are not original. They try to pretend like they are. They're not. Yeah, they say that they have high IQs, but when you start testing them, yeah, all of that starts falling apart. Those little pieces of paper that they brandish on their walls, those certificates that they claim they have all these high degrees, is full of shit. But let me tell you about that symbol is not anything new. It's an old symbol. It's just it was reversed. The Europeans reversed it around and then they perverted it. Like they've done everything else. They pervert things. So moving on. And here we have the tweet by Brian Quinn. This is the one that I started my video off with. You see this picture. It's very telling. Make America white again. White Americans knew that's exactly what Trump was saying when he kept saying, make America great again. It was code word for make America white again. For those coons, Diamond and so-called Silk, better known and should be called Rhinestone and what was that name I called? Whatever. They're such. How about the ugly twins, Ugg and Lee? Okay, but anyways, those two, they kept touting Donald Trump and saying, that's our man, that's our man. They was cooning it up. And they couldn't even understand the code language. He just wants to make America great again. Yeah, white again, excluding you two. You two only have a little small platform. Your little platform is going to run out. But then again, they just might need you because you're some good coons. You guys might be able to stump for them around the country and maybe brainwash a few more black folks. Who knows? You guys can sell your little kits and pull a name and go have lunch with somebody and fool some more people. You know, people love that crap. It's just temporary. It's just temporary. So moving on. So there's physical, verbal, and written attacks on people who appear Muslim. Pari Ash tweets, I am growing more terrified by the minute. My childhood neighbor in Nashville, a woman who grew up across the street from me and my 27-member family of Afghan immigrants, and who lived in harmony with us as if we were all family, who was my mom's best friend for 10 years, just sent me the most hateful, racist message I've ever received. She directly told me to go back to where I came from and to get the hell out of her country and go to Afghanistan. To top it all off, she said, I'm sick of you people who think you know better because you're educated. You don't need a degree to know what's right, and what's right is you don't belong in my country, unquote. I am horrified. This I expect from a Trump supporter who's never met me, or other Muslim perhaps, but from my own childhood second mom, I am utterly in tears and feel like all is lost. America is dead. Well, Pariash, I hate to say, but you know, you just got your nigga wake up call. For all you folks out there of other races who have watched the black man and black woman be terrorized day after day, and you have joined hands with white supremacists and gotten on social media and then try to demean us and degrade us and berate us and vilify us, you too who have lent a hand in that, you're going to get yours too. You will get yours too. Karma's a beach. Karma's a beach. You like to go to the beach? I do. Karma's a beach. You're going to get yours too. So moving on. Rabia Chaudhry tweets, "This is like a punch to the gut." Yep. Like I said, you guys is all getting your nigga wake up call. Then, of course, we have a little vandalism. From who? None other than a Trump supporter. Yep. They know how to vandalize things very well, don't they? And yet, they like to point their fingers at other people and call other people thugs and criminals and illegals and things of that nature. You notice the hypocrisy of Trump supporters? Oh yeah, we're going to expose you at every turn. You're going to be exposed. Don't even try to come to my channel and troll me because you're going to be exposed at every turn. You little... Yeah, that's right. Fake asses. So we're just going to dip through a couple of these tweets here. The first one by M tweets, "As I'm stopped at a gas station this morning, a group of guys yell over, quote, 'Time to get out of this country, Apu,' unquote." And then Maureen Kasana tweets, "I have a scarf on. Passed by someone on the platform today and he says, quote, 'Your time's up, girly,' unquote." And then we have from Sarah Harvard tweets, "Not even 24 hours yet, my friend's sister who is Muslim had a knife pulled on her by a Trump supporter while on the bus by UIUC campus." And then Janatan tweets, "My mom literally just texted me, quote, 'Don't wear the hijab, please.' And she's the most religious person in our family." So, of course, these Muslim women are feeling very terrified because, why? Because they've been terrorized by who? By white Trump supporters. By white Trump supporters. They've been terrorized. Huh. And who's the racist? Oh, white Trump supporters. Moving on. Because Pam Howell tweets an instance that happened at San Jose State University. San Jose State University sent an email that a woman had her hijab ripped off by a white male with such force it choked her as she fell. This is what I'm talking about. Now, they say that they try to talk about illegals and what? Black thugs? I don't think black thugs are carrying out this type of behavior. It says white male here. That's who's doing this, white male. Get your stories together. And then most of you guys know who Sean King is, I'm sure. He's been on social media quite a bit and very outspoken. It looks like gay couples being told that their marriage will soon be overturned writes, "I'm so effing furious. This happened in Delaware. Mind you, this is day one of Trump being elected. Media and police need to be on this." Sean King also tweets here, place on their car in North Carolina, quote, "Can't wait until your marriage is overturned by a real president. Gay families equal burn in hell. Trump 2016. And here is a sample of that letter here. And then we have our sexual assault. And mind you, this comes from our 45th president-elect, that Diamond and Silk happen to love. They love him. Simon Savala Nolet writes, so one of my students' aunts had to go pick up her daughter from school today because a boy grabbed her vagina. She's 10. When asked why, he said that if a president can do it, I can too. Day one. Family. We know that the majority of sexual predators are white males. We know that the majority of rapists, serial rapists, are white males. They try to push this false narrative that it's black males, and that's a lie. We're so tired of hearing the lies. We're not going for it anymore. We're going to expose the truth, and the truth is white males rule when it comes to sexual assaults, perversion, and the like. And so this example right here is pretty disgusting. And again, we're talking about a 10-year-old girl who was grabbed in the vagina by a boy who was taken his lead by the 45th president-elect, Donald J. Trump. Congratulations, Mr. Trump. You're teaching the boys well. And Diamond and Silk, you should be proud. You should be proud. So moving on. Also, Mexicans are being taunted about being deported to the other side of the wall. And I want you guys to see this, family. Maria Sanchez tweets this, and it says, I walked into my room and my heart aches with pain. Pay attention to this room. You see what the note says? The note itself says, hey Maria, Trump won, so here's a little preview of what is to come. Wall. And then it says whoever she is. But you can see here where the shoes, they put the shoes in the middle of the wall and they made a wall there to remind her this is what's about to come. That's pretty disgusting, especially if this is at a fraternity, a sorority house or fraternity or whatnot. That's pretty bad. I mean, it's not real bad, but it's not cool at all. And listen, I already know she's Mexican. Guess who the racist that did that? I bet you they're white. I bet you. But we're gonna move on. So Royo Oroshian, I'm sorry if I chopped up your name, but it says, feeling broken. Today I was harassed by an older white man who presumed I was Mexican. Quote, I can't wait until Trump asks us to rape your people and send you back over the biggest damn wall we're going to build. Go back to hell, wetback. Unquote. After saying all that, he threw the water in his cup in my face, gave me the middle finger and ran off. It took every fiber of my being to hold my tongue and not chase him down. I'm in tears right now. I've never been terrified of being a woman and a minority until today. Well, like I said, guess what? You guys are going to get your nigga wake-up calls too. It's about time, because you guys were not paying attention, you weren't listening, and you definitely was not even trying to support anything that had to do with black people for us to even pay attention to what you're talking about. And that's the sad part, because we know that what you're experiencing is wrong too. We understand that. But should we have an ear when you haven't even lent any support for us? Now, I don't want to impose that and suggest that, because it's not right. But we're asking the questions, especially when you don't provide support when we so need it. You're finding out what it's going to be like. Because trust me, if black folks weren't here, guess who would be the next nigga? You better take a mirror and look at it. We're going to move on. Well, because this video is getting pretty long, I'm going to skip some of it, but I am going to end this off with, here, the words Black Lives Matter, or I'm sorry, Black Lives Don't Matter, and neither does your vote, spray painted on a wall in Durham, North Carolina. And as you can see here, Derek Lewis tweeted this, and it says here, someone spray painted Black Lives Don't Matter and neither does your votes on a wall in Durham overnight. Exactly. And this is because, again, this is what they said. We saw a video of the white boy who allegedly went up to this black man and said all these things derogatory about Black Lives Don't Matter, and it don't matter just because you say it matters and blah, 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 blah. No, Black Lives Matter because it matters to our lives, whether you want to acknowledge that or not. You know what? To me, it seems like there's a confusion with the term Black Lives Matter, that people only relate it to the organization and not to our lives. And I'm going to tell you, every time I say Black Lives Matter, I'm saying Black Lives Matter, meaning my life, your daughter's life, my son's life, my daughter's life, my mother's life, my grandmother's life, my father's life, my relative's life, your relative's life. I'm saying our lives do matter as black people. That's what we're saying. We're not necessarily saying that, oh yeah, we go along with the organization Black Lives Matter and all those who run it. Because I've heard some foul things about those who are running it. Not only that, I'm trying to still figure out what do they actually represent. Again, I'm just so tired of all these black organizations or whatnot, and we have no agenda. I'm going to say the word again, agenda. Agenda. Can we get an agenda? A black agenda. So family, I'm going to end this vlog here. Agenda. I really appreciate you watching my video. Oh, but wait a minute. I almost left off a couple things. So, before I go, this is a return to the Jim Crow days with colored and whites only signs posted over water fountains at First Coast High School in Jacksonville, Florida. Here we go again. Once again, Florida is involved. And this will take you back to the old days, right? Well, let me see if I can get a good visual of it because it's not coming in clearly. There you have it, drinking water fountains with signs, once again, colored and whites only. It's ridiculous. In 2016, in the 21st century, we still have white folks who want to take us back to the damn 60s. You guys are so pathetic. So pathetic. You make me want to vomit. Okay, so let's see what else is here. So apparently there's also a resurgence of the N-word in both verbal and written form. Well, I covered that earlier about the N-word. I mean, you know, this is Europeans invented the word. They're the ones who came up with it. Therefore, they are the original niggers. They will always be. And so it's just funny how they try to put that onto us. They were the original, like I said, base their behavior and everything that they represent. Who else is the nigger? I rest my case. It's them all the way. So if you really pay attention and think about that, you'll stop being stupid and reacting just because they call you that, if they happen to call you that, because what you're doing is you're giving them power. And that, I'm telling you, you're giving them power. You're playing right into their hands. It's so stupid. You got to be way bigger than that. And so that's why I laugh at some of the people who come to my channel talking shit about how I read and this and that and this. This is just stupid shit. Whatever, you cannot affect me like that. Your thinking is way too slow and too low. I can't go that low. I'm sorry. It does not affect me. So with that said, Sean King, he tweets right here, principal in Pennsylvania admits while students were chanting, "Cotton picker, you're a nigger, hail Hitler." Really dumb, evil shit. But this is Europeans. Straight up. And so family, unfortunately, we have this really disturbing video. It's once again white folks showing their ignorance. And like I said, who's ignorant? Well, niggers are ignorant. They're stupid as shit. So once again, they're showing their behavior, and I'm going to show you this video, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So here we go.
So I walk out of my house today, right? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this shit.
And then last but not least, family, if that's not enough, here's a black baby doll that was found hanging from a rope in a college elevator. Canisius College, Buffalo, New York. Claire says, "Somebody explain this to me, please. And why is there a rope tied to it?" As you can see, this is, like I said, a black baby doll that was found in a college elevator. Like I said, it really surprises me. I just don't understand how we can use the word college or school or academia with such behavior like this. I don't understand how you can call. These are training centers where they train monkeys. Okay, you guys just get some certificates that you pass through a white supremacy course, and you can regurgitate back their garbage that they've just spoon-fed to you, and that based on that you're somewhat smart. Actually, you are dumb as shit. The way I became slightly educated was after I read a book, and I remember, I'll never forget, it told me I need to forget everything I've been told and have an open mind to the information I was about to receive. And that's what I did. And my eyes were open ever since. And I'm glad I did, because I was so brainwashed by white supremacy. And people, when they make videos about why are black folks laying up with white folks, understand they've been spoon-fed this same white supremacy. They can't help it. It's so pathetic, though. With that said, I'm going to leave this off here. I hope you like this vlog. If you do, please share it, like it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. This is Guru. Peace and love to you and yours. We do plan on making America great again, but it's not going to be based on being white. That's for damn sure. Peace out, family.